Hey guys! Welcome back.
End of summer.
It's September!
It is
So, when officially is fall?
when the drinks come out
Ah.
for Caitlin.
Just so y'all know, I don't like pumpkin spice flavored things. I love pumpkin pie. But,
Sad.
I know.
It's really sad.
And every time that this time of year rolls around, I feel like I just have to, let everybody know. And it's not because I'm quirky. It's just because I literally don't like it. And I'm
Not quirky.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. But anyways, happy, pumpkin spice season to all those who celebrate.
Beginning of fall,
yeah.
end of summer.
Yeah,
Wow, we made it
we did.
all the way through.
Crazy. We've had some funny little internet things happen recently.
Yeah.
Which is so, well, first of all, lots of stuff has been going down on the internet, spice, TikTok, book talk, lots of fun things. But I wanted to share a funny little story that happened on my end.
Okay.
And then, Kate, you have some pretty fun
I do.
news,
It's
actually. I just wanted to talk really quickly because I thought this was so hilarious when it comes to, like, having a presence on the internet. And that is that my sister goes to school with somebody who studies violin as well. Well, her. So this is in Ohio. And she went up to my sister and was like, I have a mutual with you. And it's your sister, me. And I thought it would be harp because she's a violinist. No. And then I thought it'd be books, right? It's the book talk account. It's the, and I was like, maybe it's the podcast because a lot, No. It was my hair account from when I was like a teenager. Because she also had a hair account. Yes. See, I wanted to tell you the story on the podcast.
Oh.
Isn't that hilarious? So,
You
that
never
was a blast
know.
from my past.
You really never know.
Yeah.
The hair account.
Yeah. Isn't that
Okay,
crazy? So
okay.
Sophia has been on the internet for a very long time.
Yeah.
For that to be the case, and I just thought that was absolutely hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah.
She used to watch your videos.
That, and also she had, so we were like, we followed each other because this girl had a hair account as well.
Okay.
And so it was like, that was the connection. But how
freaking weird.
random is that? Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Yeah, that's weird.
Anyways, but you have a fun actual thing too.
So I have another TikTok account called Caitlin's Digital Diary, which is more personal lifestyle content. Mm-hmm. And I posted this super embarrassing, kind of funny, silly video of me as a young millennial asking Gen Z why you tuck your shirt with a fold and you don't do a French tuck, which is just the front. Anyway, I got an email from the Tamron Hall show asking for a media release of my TikTok video to be used in one of the episodes. I started laughing and I signed the release because, first of all, I didn't think it was real. My husband was like, make sure it's not a scam, get the release document, and it was from Walt Disney.
Hilarious.
I was like, okay, great.
Yeah.
So watch out for my TikTok video on some. It's embarrassing. You can probably go find it if you want.
It's fun. It's a cute little video, but it is interesting because it makes sense why they would want to use it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the divide between millennials and Gen Z is an interesting divide.
It's funny.
To say the least.
I was born in 95, so I feel like I'm right on the cusp of
You
both.
are.
So
Yeah.
I like what Gen Z talks about. I like the trends. Mm-hmm. But I also remember the 90s,
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah.
I just thought that was funny.
We were just funny little internet stories
Yeah.
that have happened recently. But neither of those are actually book things, which
Not
is
at
really
all.
funny because I feel like that's what we've been putting
We just
more
wanted to catch up
focus
with you guys.
into. And so for having non-book related internet things happen, I just think it's
Yeah.
really funny. But we have a fun little episode.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know that we love to just recommend books. That's some of our favorite things to talk about because there's just so many amazing books out there, and obviously we have not read everything.
Yeah.
But from what we've read, we feel like we have a decent amount to just share and talk about. And again, no spoilers, but we just want you guys to read books that we love and that we think are amazing. So we're going to do some versions of recommendations in a fun little challenge. So this was something that I saw kind of floating around TikTok. And it was the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 challenge. So it's going to be 5 books we love, 4 that we want to read, 3 that we recommend, 2 of our 5 stars, and then 1 book that we are currently reading. So I don't know. I think it'd be just fun. We're going to just go back and forth. We're trying to
expand our palette to
right,
you guys.
exactly.
Because I feel like at this point, if we gave you like a quiz, what is Caitlin's most disliked book right now, you guys would already know the answer.
And what about what is the book that we both obsess the most over?
Right, correct. We don't even
Right.
we tried to do things that we have not mentioned
Yeah.
or mentioned very little on the pod.
And
So,
also because I feel like a decent amount of people have recently told me that they binge our episodes.
we got to
So
give
that'd
some
be
different
really
stuff.
funny. Anyways,
Anyway, we got some new stuff for you guys.
Yeah.
So
you want to start us off?
okay, should I just give you my first 5?
Yeah, I think let's do.
Okay.
So yeah, first
I'll
is
just go quick and
5
then-
books we love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, LOL. This is complete. You already know Divine Rivals. I'm not even going to expand. Magnolia Parks, Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe.
Yes.
Ready or Not. I think I've talked about that a little bit.
Yeah.
The Naturals,
Yeah.
the first one. I think that's so fun.
Okay.
Yep.
I have Clockwork Angel, aka that trilogy. I have Heartless by Marissa Myers,
Right.
which is the story of the Queen of Hearts. I have Better Than the Movies.
Of course.
I have Sisters of Sword and Song,
Wow.
which I feel like is a Rebecca Ross book we don't talk
Old
about that much, but it's amazing. And then my last one is kind of out of the blue, but it's Dry by Neil Shusterman.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I don't talk about
Boba.
I feel like I don't talk about that book that much. I love talking about Scythe. But this is just a standalone of his that I really love, and it definitely gets into your head a little bit. But
Yeah.
I wanted to just, give it a little mention.
Yeah.
'Cause it's a good one.
It's so funny because
Yeah.
even though we said we would expand our palette, we still
We're
put in
trying.
some Rebecca.
We're trying.
But I was going to say, Sister of Sword and Song is... It was interesting reading that, which is one of Rebecca's early works. It wasn't my favorite,
Yeah.
but I think about it.
Yes.
And I'm like, weird.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it as I was reading. Like, I wasn't blazing through it. So I gave it I think I gave it like a 3.5.
Oh, interesting.
Because I still liked it. But
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
like, every now and then I'll be like, man,
Yeah.
remember that sister relationship?
I will also say something I talked to one of my sisters about was just kind of the way that it's okay to not love every single book that one of your favorite authors might write. Now, I gave Sisters of Sword and Song like a 4 stars. Like, I think about it a lot. I really love that book. I love the sister relationship. I love the magic system. I like a lot of things about that book. Is it my favorite of hers? No, but that's totally okay. But just to expand on that, I was just kind of talking about how like it's okay not to just absolutely love every single book that one of your favorite authors has written. But yeah, I would still definitely, I think both of us would still recommend that book totally, especially if you've taken our recommendations and you've read Divine Rivals and you've read River Enchanted. Her other books are quite good as well. They're just earlier on for her, so I feel like her writing style has just gotten better and better, but still really good.
Yeah, it's so good.
Any of those you just want to expand on really quick in terms of like why you love them? I think Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe is such a classic. It's so good.
Yeah, I have the best memories reading that. The Naturals, I haven't really spoken much about. I didn't finish the series, but if you like Criminal Minds, you will really like this series. And I actually think it's more entertaining than the Inheritance games, personally. For a YA, you're going to get through it so quick. And, like, the characters are kind of silly and funny, and it's easy to get through. So if you're looking for something fast-paced, maybe to even get you out of a reading slump, that's a really good one. And I love it because of that. It's just so fast. And sometimes you need one of those.
Yeah.
Not a slow burn kind of book.
And doesn't she also write her chapters they're very quick chapters? So I think that's another thing that you really like personally is like just being able to like kind of feel like you're flying through it.
She's definitely plot heavy. So each chapter can't end of like, on a quote that doesn't mean anything, or like, oh, they were looking out into the ocean. No, it's like, and then she opened the door and saw ... says the name of maybe the character, and then you're like, wait, why is he there? And then you
Yeah.
have to keep reading,
Yeah.
which I think I mentioned this. She's a professor of young adult
Right.
writing, which
Yeah.
is really cool that she knows like the formula of it. So now I don't really enjoy other books, but the first
okay.
one is really good.
That's
and
okay.
I loved reading that
Again,
one.
you can absolutely love books by authors and not love their other stuff, and that's a whole nother conversation, but totally okay with that. So those were 5 we love / also definitely recommend. Let's go into 4 that we want to read. So 4 that are coming up on our TBRs maybe, or just on the horizon for us.
Yep.
I'll give mine really quick. So Mistborn, that has been.
Have you not read that yet?
No, I know.
You always talk about
I know. Yep.
mood. That's a mood of a reader.
I think I'm so excited for it, and also just excited to get into Brandon Sanderson,
Right.
that I keep putting it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I really, really, really do want to read it. I hope to get to it soon. But I've said that all year. So
Yeah.
hold me to it,
I get it. Okay.
guys. I have Magnolia Parks.
Yeah.
Um,
Another.
Yep. Can't wait to get to that one. I will also get to that one soon, hopefully. I have a novel love story,
Cute.
which, I just have not read yet. I actually think that's probably one of the books I'm going to do with, like, my book talk besties, and, like, that'll be one that we annotate. So I'm kind of waiting on that to confirm if that's one of the books that we're going to do. But also at this point, I mean, I don't know the vibe of it, but, like, necessarily, but it might be a spring type book. I don't know. You're in the middle of it, right? So not to spoil.
Yeah. I would say it's a fall.
Okay. All right.
It's a fall. It's really good for fall.
Okay. Well, there you go. So that's on the horizon. And then a book that I'm going to start very soon is my reread of The Hobbit. So that is...
Oh, that is so
Yeah.
cozy.
And that's very top tier in terms of, like, I will be getting to it soon. It's going to be one that I will be reading with other books. Like, because I'm going to be annotating. Like, I have my vision, you guys. And that is going to bleed into my whole Lord of the Rings reread. But for right now, The Hobbit is, like, very much on my horizon. I cannot wait. It's going to be so good.
Oh, that's going to be good.
I've missed that book.
Are you going to annotate it?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm very excited to take notes and just, like, kind of almost do more of, like, a study of it, too. Because it's such a classic that I feel like I need to study it like a classic.
Oh, I love it.
So anyways,
That'll
that's
be so
my
fun.
current 4 one to read.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got some new ones. The Spell Shop.
Oh,
Have you seen this anywhere?
I don't think so.
Okay, so it's new. I think I saw someone talk about it. But basically, it's about a girl and her talking spider plant, who is her sidekick. And their town's library just burned down.
Oh.
And the only thing that didn't burn are spell books. And so she
interesting.
takes the books from the library, and then she goes to another village and she starts a spell shop, and it's like apothecary, and it's just cozy small town
Cute.
vibes, but it's like cozy fantasy.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to read that.
Sounds good.
I want to read The Outsiders sometime soon.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've never read it. I've never read it.
Yeah, I don't think it's very hard to read, but like we live in New York, the musical's here. I probably should check it out.
Speaking of The Outsiders really quick, I have to just mention that I think it's hilarious, the fan base for The Outsiders right now, because it is giving me like PTSD flashbacks to the fan base for Newsies. If you're interested in theater and like you're in the musical theater world, like because like when I'm telling you, when I was a freshman in undergrad, I watched the Newsies pro shot almost every night for like 2 months straight.
I love it.
And so I think it's really funny just seeing the invigorated like audience for The Outsiders, because it's like that same kind of vibe. Like, anyways, I haven't seen it. I haven't read the book. I haven't watched the movie. But it's cool seeing the love.
I want to read the book first before I jump in it.
Same. Anyways, but that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always pick it up and I never take it. But Belladonna.
Yeah.
You know, the one with the girl
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
face
yeah.
and the
Yeah,
flowers?
yeah.
I feel like it's good. It's like about those four sisters.
Oh.
And they're like really rich, but there's maybe like a curse or something they got to break.
Oh.
Something like that. Very cozy coming up. And then The Grace of Wild Things. I forgot I had this on my want to read.
Oh.
You might like this. It's a retelling
Okay.
of Anne of Green Gables, but it's a cozy fantasy.
Wait, I'm adding this to my Goodreads right now.
The Grace of Wild Things.
The Grace of Wild.
I might
What?
push that to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sophia, as you guys know, loves retellings.
Absolutely.
She loves it.
Actually, I need everybody to give me their recommendations for retellings. Like,
Oh, yeah,
whether it's a fairy
please.
tale, whether it's a classic, whether it's. I was just with our friend Tatum, and we were at the Strand.
Yes.
And she spotted a book in the YA section. I think it was just called Joe and Laurie or something, and it was a retelling.
Yes, she's
or
talking
a-
about that.
Yeah. So that's again another.
Love it.
The Grace.
The Grace of Wild Things. Isn't that a
Heather
cool
Fawcett.
cover? Yes.
Yo, the author of Emily Watson.
Yep.
Oh my
Encyclopedia of
gosh.
Fairies. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna just want to read. The cover's so cute.
Isn't it
too.
so pretty?
Aww.
I know.
Well,
I gotta try it out. So maybe we could do that for.
that could be a cute book club book.
I know. Let's
Or
put
like
it
a buddy
in.
read. Anyways.
A buddy read for Sophia.
Yeah.
For her only, and then I'll catch up a month later. Yep. All right, girl. Give them 3 recs.
Okay. So again.
Oh wait, did you put your 4 want to read?
Yeah.
You did?
Did you do all 4 of yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
yeah,
duh.
I had
Okay.
Miss Bourne, Magnolia Park.
Oh right. I got excited.
Rabbit.
All right.
Yeah.
3 recs. Go.
Okay, so again, I'm not trying to repeat myself, but I feel like I can't do a recommendation without talking about Scythe. Just because
Yeah.
by Neil Shusterman, I mentioned Dry earlier, which is a standalone of his. I just want Scythe to get even more love. And it is. I feel like I see people reading it. It's just such a fascinating series, like, and thought process. All of Neil Shusterman's books, I swear, like, make you just think in a different way. And because he writes young adult, I feel like it's very readable, but very thought-provoking as well.
Ooh, I love that.
He's just got a talent for writing things that you would think you don't want to read about, but are absolutely incredible. Like his premises, his dystopian world. So I just always have to throw in a mention for that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to recommend also The Daughter of the Moon Goddess, which is a book that I read maybe like a month and a half ago. I'm staring at it on your shelf right now.
Hilarious. Yeah.
First of all, the cover is gorgeous, but
Yeah.
also it is such a beautiful story. Like, and it kind of went into some places that I was not expecting. I loved our main character. I loved like the journey she has to go on. Just, it was like a really beautiful book. The fantasy elements were great, very whimsical,
Yeah.
very like fairy tale-esque. So that would definitely be one that if you're looking for a fantasy that's just very unique. And,
Yeah, right.
you know, you're kind of tired of the like fae fantasies in that sense. Like, I think
Yeah.
that's a good one to break out and try. And then I have to, again, sorry. The reason I'm recommending this is because you'll find out in a second, and Ember in the Ashes. I have to talk about it because Sabaa Tahir's spin-off duology, the first book, is coming out in October. Air.
It's a spin-off.
Yes.
That's fun.
And I'm very grateful I got the chance to read it early.
Right.
5 stars. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Okay.
So I have to mention it
Great.
because I need people to read it and then they can read Air and they can
Okay.
keep going. So again, one of my favorite series.
Great.
It's a quartet of books, 4 books, and then you can just keep going, keep enjoying the world, you know?
Wow.
Have to throw that one in.
Great.
I know. All right.
Those are good.
Give us yours.
You guys have heard me say these before, but I'm glad my mom died. The book by Jeanette McCurdy. I would try to do audio on that just because you could be doing stuff. And you also listen to her story, which is really cool. The X-Hex.
Yeah.
If you liked Halloween Town, this is an adult Halloween Town. It's so cute for the fall. And then, of course, Throne of Glass.
Yeah.
The first Throne of Glass. I think the way that Sophia gave me the first 4, right, order is right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So good.
Broke my heart.
Oh.
If you haven't done it yet, this fall might be the time to like
think
jump into
so.
a fantasy for you guys.
Yeah.
Try
And
it
the
out.
first one, you know, the first couple books really are at a length that I think are very readable.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, as you keep going in the series, it's like, oh my gosh, what
Do you
am I
guys
getting
remember
into?
when I got stuck on Air of Fire for like 2 seasons?
Right. So, but now, but here we are. You're on the other side of it.
What, Queen of Shadows?
Yeah.
Yeah. LOL. Haven't read it.
It's okay.
Since I
You're gonna
finished.
get back into it.
I'm gonna do that
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, we're going to get you back into it. But the first couple of books, I think, to get into in the fall, great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea. Okay. 2 of our 5 stars. You can kick us off.
Okay. In 5 Years by Rebecca Surley.
Right.
2 best friends. One girl travels into the future, but it's not a full fantasy. It's really good. Made me cry. Tatum's read it. Made her cry. It's one of those heartwarming best friend, girlfriend friendships. And then I have Funny Story as a 5-star.
Yeah. That was so good. I think about that book a lot. I want to reread. It was really good. It was really good. Are we surprised that both of my books have river in the title?
No.
Great. Okay. What the River Knows.
Nice.
Isabel Bonias.
Of course.
I am going to do a reread before the sequel comes out.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. Just to like get back in that world. It's going to be great. That's one of my 6 stars.
Yes.
I absolutely love it. But my other one is actually not A River Enchanted, although we know that that's up there. That is a 6-star.
Yep.
I'm actually talking about a book that comes out in October. Again, I got the privilege to read it early. It's called A Song to Drown Rivers. I think Anne Liang, I'm pretty sure, is the author. And this is a fantasy. I think it's a fantasy. There's fantasy elements. But this book made me sob like a little baby. I absolutely loved it. And all I will say is that it is the kind of book that I love to, it's the kind of book that I obsess over because of, especially the endings, because of the way that it ended. It's what my little heartbroken heart needs. That's all I'm going to say. I absolutely loved it. I loved our main character. I want to do a reread. It probably will be one of the books that I purchase as like a physical copy. I'm really excited.
Oh, I love that.
So that is not quite out, but it will be out very soon. And that has definitely reached, I think, one of my 6-star books. So it is funny, A Sound of Drawing Rivers, but it was amazing. So that's my obviously massive recommendation, but also is way up there. So coming down to one book, what are you currently reading?
I'm currently reading a novel love story by Miss Ashley Poston.
Yeah.
Poston.
So when you met her,
Yeah.
she told you how to pronounce her last name?
Poston. Because I called her Miss Poston, and she's like, "Oh, don't call me Miss Poston. Call me Ashley."
Oh.
I was like, "Oh,
Okay.
Period, bestie. Okay,
Got it.
I said,
Okay.
"Thanks, Ashley," and I walked away like a dork.
Love it.
She's the best.
Love it.
It's giving Gilmore Girls. It's giving
It's giving.
fantasy elements. It's so good and kind of. It's not like anything I've really ever read. She's so detailed, and it's, if you like Gilmore Girls and Stars Hollow, I think you guys will like this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, I gotta get to it. It's on my want to read.
Yes.
I am currently reading, as of the time of recording, I'm reading Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter.
Woo.
And guys, I'm telling you, NetGalley is where it's at to request books early.
You don't need to be TikTok famous.
No. Like, you can just make a profile, and all they're really looking for is that you're steady with your reviews. Like, if you request a book and you get it, they're just like, please read it and review. Like, that shows
Review
that
it on the
are,
website or your
Yeah.
Goodreads, and then just link it to them.
Yeah. So all they're looking for is consistency, and then
Yeah.
you'll get approved to read books. But this is the sequel to Better Than the Movies, which is one of our favorite
It's so
one of our
fun.
favorite rom-coms.
Yes.
And again, I'm very grateful. I'm reading it early. It comes out end of September, so very soon, as of the time of this
Yay.
episode dropping. So be on the lookout for that. But it's really good so far. I'm really enjoying it. I'm coming off of reading a high fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of nice to be in a pretty realistic world with characters that I already love, and I'm enjoying the side characters. There's a lot of Lynn Painter. I feel like knows how to write, kind of weaves in realistic things into her rom-coms. They're still rom-coms at the end of the day, you know, a bit unrealistic, but she does put in some things that you're like, oh, that feels real and
You know
raw.
what
So
she is so skilled at as a writer is dialogue.
yeah.
I find
Yeah.
myself laughing out loud at some of her dialogue.
It's great.
And she's got to be like 50.
Yeah,
And she's writing like a teen. And I'm like, you are so funny.
yeah.
I
She's
love it.
great. So I'm really enjoying it. I will probably have finished it by the time this episode comes out because I'm not flying through it, but I'm having a great time with it. So
Aw.
really, really enjoying that. And again, it comes out very soon, so be on the lookout for that, especially if you've read Better Than the Movies. It'll be a great time just to dive back into that and be with those characters. So yeah, I'm already highly recommending it just based off of where I'm at in the book, you know. And yeah, Lynn Painter is just a favorite author of ours. So we love her stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this was a fun way to like recommend books, but also talk about what we have kind of on our future TBRs.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie, you guys,
yeah.
this summer I've been in a slump.
Yeah.
And I've been kind of like trudging through, it's been so busy. But when I get into fall mood, it's over. Like I'm going to be reading. You're going to find me inside.
Yeah. I know we were just talking about that before recording.
Yeah.
And Caitlin was like, I am just so excited
so
to
excited.
be just reading. I was like, yes, girl.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes. Is it question time?
We do have a question.
All right. Ready?
Here we go. Ready?
Ooh, yeah.
Today's question comes from Mary Rupp.
Oh, Mary.
Hey, Mary.
Hey, bestie.
She says, I love this question. Do you gravitate towards books based on the color palette of the cover?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Don't lie. Don't say you don't, because you do.
Right. Especially, I think, when it comes to purchasing a physical copy of a book that, and I was just talking to Mary about this, which is that, like, I just did a pretty big unhaul recently.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was talking about the fact that if I think I'm getting better at my book purchasing. Getting better.
Good.
Getting better. But I think what is causing me to buy physical books now is, like, yeah, if I find them, like, just gorgeous. Or if they're an edition of a book that I really love. I mean, I think if y'all know me, you know that I collect every Lord of the Rings book basically under the sun. And a lot of that is because I love the unique covers of them too.
Yeah, they're also different.
And I think that, so yes, I think the cover and also like the colors, like, it could look so good on your shelf.
Let me say, so we're talking about Throne of Glass. I was so excited to get to Assassin's Blade, not for any other reason except I wanted to own it because I loved the colors.
Yes.
And I was like, I need to read it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like teal, turquoise.
It's gorgeous. It's
orange.
so beautiful.
I'm just like, I want that one.
Yeah. Can I ask, I'm going to expand on this really quick. Do you have a favorite color palette for a book?
I don't know.
Okay.
Right now, I think it is a novel love story. And I think that's
It is
so
gorgeous.
unique.
Yeah.
Because if you haven't seen the cover, the text is neon.
Yeah.
But then there's like this like indigo blue behind it, and I keep staring at it.
It is gorgeous.
I don't know, it's really pretty.
It's featured on her bookshelf.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. It's
tiny one.
gorgeous. I know. I think I'm kind of into the like brownish, greenish fall. Like I'm entering that vibe, I think.
Shadow of the Wind reminds me of that.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. There's a cover of The Book Thief that I bought, an edition that I bought maybe like 2 months ago at this point, maybe.
Oh, yeah,
and that light brown, something about that just, I love. I don't know. Like, and then just that,
just like cozy, warm.
Yeah. But I do love, like I'm looking at your shelf just for the summer is I think another color palette that I love. And those are all very bright colors. So I think also it's like, does it fit in with the title? Does it fit in with the theme of the book?
Yes.
That's a huge seller too. Like, do not give me a rom-com if you're just going to give me like, I don't want a brown cover on a rom-com. Does that make sense?
Girl, I've been seeing a lot of AI covers, and they're not doing it for me.
Nope. And you can
I
tell.
can tell.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
The font is all that, like, Acrylic Prince font. Every single one of them. I'm sorry.
Get
but,
out of
like,
my face.
You can't outdo the doer.
I can't stand it.
It's so bad. It's so bad. But yeah, I need like the color palette to vibe with the book.
I'm finding, I think you're right. I find myself buying physical books where I love the cover.
Yeah.
There's like, I feel like I'm also supporting the artist by getting a good cover.
Yeah. There's this account on TikTok that kind of shows up for me a decent amount of times, that it's this graphic designer for books, and he'll go through his, I'll have to try to find it. I don't remember the name. But he'll do like 3 or 4 different designs with the prompt.
Yeah.
So he'll say like, the prompt of this book is yada, this and this and this. And then he'll show himself doing like 4 different designs. And then if a cover got chosen, he'll like reveal which cover was
Right.
picked. I love that kind of thing.
That's
I eat it
cool.
up, because I think, again, like the cover of a book says so much about like whether, first of all, if I'm going to even pick it up in the first place. Second of all, once I've read the book, does the cover tell me more?
And
Is
also,
it,
does
you
it
know?
evoke anything from us?
Yeah.
Because I like, I mean, I'll, like, just for the summer. Like,
Gorgeous.
I would pass it, and then I would touch it, and I'd be like, this looks good.
I know.
You know?
Yeah. So I think
That's a good
definitely
question.
like, color palette,
Important.
so important. If it's going to be on my shelf, it's got to be pretty.
Yeah.
It's got a vibe, you know?
Yes.
And also, like, I'll just mention really quickly, Mary's my roommate, for those who don't know. Our living room has kind of wood and, like, green vibes. Kind of like so I think also, like, I do pick books that I feel like are going to look good.
In the house.
in our living room.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, if there was a book that had, like, a skull on it, that's going
Absolutely
on my
not.
Kindle.
Yeah.
I'm not putting it in the house.
Nope. Nope.
But
yeah.
if you have, that's cool.
And if it's your vibe, do it.
Personally, Caitlin can't do it. I might get scared at night if I walk by.
Like, I'm really excited to put up, like, fall books for decor. And then I have, like, my Christmas books I'll put up for decor. Like, I think, again, I need it to, like,
Wait, I have to do
has to
that
work.
too.
do it.
Your Christmas one was really cute.
It was cute. I can't wait to put those
I gotta
back
do
up.
that this year.
Yeah, I'm about to put out my fall vibes. Mary, get ready.
Ooh, uh-oh. Yeah, I gotta do that too.
Yeah. So that was a great question. That was
Yeah,
fun.
Thanks, Mary.
You know, but yeah, so we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Happy fall.
As you guys know, we're doing the every 2 week thing for the season, kind of moving forward. So be on the lookout for that. Obviously, check us out on all the socials. We're trying to keep updated with that and
Yes.
post all the little funny moments from the episodes.
Yeah, we back.
So we love
We're
you
here.
guys.
Bye.
We'll see you later.
Have a good reading week.
Bye.